Imagine waking up tomorrow and nothing looks wrong. The sun still rises, the sky looks normal, the planets continue their silent dance across the darkness. But somewhere beyond Pluto, something invisible has entered our solar system. No warning, no explosion, no flashing lights in the sky. Just a silent gravitational monster, drifting through the galaxy, unseen. A cosmic predator, so powerful it could tear planets from their orbits, fling worlds into deep space, or send Earth spiraling toward disaster. And the terrifying part? Scientists believe these objects may already be wandering the Milky Way. They're called rogue black holes. To understand why this idea is so terrifying, we first need to understand what a rogue black hole actually is. Most black holes stay close to home. They orbit stars or sit quietly at the center of galaxies. But sometimes, chaos happens. When massive stars explode in violent supernovas, the force can become so extreme that the newly formed black hole gets violently ejected into space, launched like a cosmic bullet. No star, no solar system, no light. Just a wandering gravitational abyss moving silently through the darkness for millions or even billions of years. And here's the truly disturbing part. Black holes are almost completely invisible. They emit no light, no glow, no signal saying, "I'm here." We can only detect them by what they do to the things around them. They bend light, warp gravity, destroy orbital stability. Imagine trying to detect a completely invisible tornado drifting silently through an endless black ocean. That's what astronomers are dealing with. Scientists estimate there may be millions, perhaps even hundreds of millions, of rogue black holes wandering through our galaxy alone. Most are harmlessly distant, but statistically, one day, one could come too close. And if it did, we likely wouldn't see it coming until it was already affecting the solar system. Let's imagine the impossible happens. A rogue black hole enters the outer edge of our solar system. At first, nothing dramatic happens. There is no apocalypse overnight, no giant object visible in the sky, no Hollywood explosion. In fact, most people on Earth wouldn't notice anything at all. But astronomers would, because the first signs would appear in the cold outer darkness, far beyond Neptune. Tiny irregularities, objects drifting where they shouldn't, comets changing course, frozen bodies behaving strangely. At first, scientists might assume it's a calculation error, a software mistake, bad telescope data. But then the anomalies grow. Something invisible is tugging at the solar system, something massive, something moving. And suddenly, the terrifying realization begins to emerge. We are not alone. Not because aliens have arrived, but because gravity itself is behaving strangely. The black hole doesn't need to hit Earth. That's the terrifying misconception. It simply needs to pass close enough. Because gravity is a chain reaction. Move one planet slightly, and eventually everything begins shifting. Jupiter's orbit changes, asteroids are redirected, comets are launched inward. The delicate balance of our solar system starts to unravel, slowly, quietly. Then, all at once, at first, the effects on Earth would be subtle, almost invisible. The kind of strange events people dismiss as coincidence. Unusual tides, tiny shifts in Earth's orbit, seasons behaving strangely, weather becoming increasingly unstable, winters arriving too late, summer heat becoming unbearable. Scientists arguing across television screens, governments scrambling for explanations, social media erupting with theories, climate collapse, secret weapons, alien interference. But the truth would be stranger than fiction, because somewhere in the darkness, an invisible object with gravities so extreme it bends space itself, is quietly rearranging our solar system. Then comes the next stage: asteroids. A rogue black hole passing nearby could destabilize regions like the asteroid belt or the distant Oort cloud, a frozen shell of ancient debris surrounding our solar system. Suddenly, millions of icy bodies that have remained frozen for billions of years begin falling inward. The night sky changes, brighter streaks, more meteor showers. Then impacts. At first small, then catastrophic. Entire regions destroyed, governments forced underground, global panic spreading faster than information itself. And humanity realizes something terrifying. This isn't random. Something is pulling the strings of gravity itself. But the real nightmare has not even started yet. Because the closer the rogue black hole moves, the more unstable everything becomes. Earth's orbit may begin changing, and even the smallest shift could mean disaster. Too close to the sun, and oceans begin evaporating. Too far away, and the planet slowly freezes. Life on Earth exists within an incredibly fragile balance, a tiny cosmic sweet spot. And now, that balance is being disturbed by something we cannot see. Now let's explore the nightmare scenario, the one astronomers hope never happens. What if the rogue black hole passes extremely close to Earth? Not a direct collision, that would almost certainly be impossible, but close enough for gravity to become overwhelming. At first, the Moon's orbit begins to destabilize. Tides grow violent, coastlines flood, earthquakes increase, volcanoes awaken. Then comes something almost impossible to imagine. The sky itself begins changing. Stars no longer appear where they should. Light bends unnaturally. The universe looks distorted. Because black holes do something deeply unsettling. They warp space-time itself. Reality literally bends around them. Imagine looking at the sky and watching stars curve into impossible shapes, like reality itself is breaking. If the black hole passes close enough, Earth could be thrown into a new orbit. Or worse, ejected entirely from the solar system. A rogue planet, drifting endlessly through frozen darkness. No sunrise, no seasons, no warmth, only endless night. Human civilization surviving underground, if survival remains possible at all. But there is another possibility, and somehow it may be even worse. Instead of pushing Earth away, gravity could drag us inward, closer to the sun. Temperatures rise, oceans boil, agriculture collapses, entire ecosystems disappear. Civilization fractures. Humanity enters survival mode. And through it all, the thing causing the destruction remains invisible. No giant alien invasion, no asteroid with dramatic explosions, just silent gravity. unstoppable, patient, invisible. The universe does not need monsters to destroy civilizations. Sometimes, physics is enough. So, should we actually be worried? Probably not. At least not anytime soon. Space is unimaginably vast. The odds of a rogue black hole entering our solar system are incredibly small. Astronomers constantly monitor nearby objects and unusual gravitational activity, and so far, there is no sign of an approaching threat. But unlikely does not mean impossible. Scientists already suspect there may be hidden massive objects drifting unseen through the galaxy. And history has taught us something important. The universe often surprises us. Black holes were once considered impossible. Exoplanets seemed like science fiction. Even gravitational waves were doubted. Then we found them. The terrifying truth is not that a rogue black hole is definitely coming. It's that the universe is far stranger and far more unpredictable than we like to believe. A rogue black hole entering our solar system is one of the most terrifying cosmic possibilities imaginable. Invisible, silent, almost impossible to detect, yet powerful enough to reshape worlds. Thankfully, the odds are incredibly low. But perhaps that's what makes space so fascinating. The things most capable of changing everything are often the things we cannot see. If you enjoy exploring terrifying cosmic mysteries and the strangest truths about our universe, subscribe to Into the Cosmos. Next time, we'll explore one of the most disturbing scientific ideas ever proposed. What if the universe is actually alive? Until then, keep looking up.